So today's video is for my mom. So if you're not interested, I don't care. It's for my mom, and my mom is more important than you. Today's video is going to show how I put dip powder on my natural nail to protect them, keep them nice and strong. I've already done my pointer fingers because they were the first to pop off of my original set. So first step, take off any other nail stuff that you have, nail polish, whatever. Wash your hands, make sure there's no lotion, wipe them down with alcohol. Just make sure that you get all of those oils off of your nail surface, clean them up. Ignore the fact that mine are a little bit dusty, it's just because I already buffed the surface of my nails. So now I'm gonna push back my cuticles and then use one of my gentle little files to buff off all the dead skin. And shape them to whatever shape you want. I'm gonna leave mine the way they are because they're okay. And then go clean off all the dust again. Make sure there's no oils or anything. Okay, nice and clean and ready to go. I'm gonna use the ASP Quick Dip system just because I've found that that's the fastest and easiest to apply. I have a clear dipping powder. This one's from Revel. I'm pretty sure that at Sally's, where you can get these, that they'll have a clear or a natural color. I also have a little brush. This one's also from Revel, but any kind of little brush for dusting off the powder and some nail files. I haven't been lately, but you can use those buffing blocks that have the different sides to them to make them shiny. I've just been leaving them natural looking. So we're gonna start with step one, the nail primer, and apply to the natural nail. I think that this is actually a dehydrator as well, because when I put it on, it kind of looks like it's dehydrating the nails. And get your powder ready. Depending on how long your nails are, you might need a different dish because you might not be able to, if they're really long, you might not be able to dip them all the way in here. Then you take step two, the nail base and top gel. And just like nail polish, apply a thin coat all over the nail. Try to get the cuticle really even and beautiful if you can. I also like to take a little bit and put it on the very end of the nail and kind of on the inside of it just to give it more strength from both sides. Once it's on, just dip into the powder. Tap it off. I like to let it sit for a little bit just to make sure it's nice and soaked in. If you got it on your skin, make sure you get it off. Try to straighten up your cuticle line if you feel like it. And then you can take the brush and just dust off the excess. Now do the same thing to all the rest of your nails and then come back for a second layer. You can do as many layers as you want. I think I did 3 on my pointer finger and it feels pretty good. Nice and sturdy, doesn't bend. So I think I'm gonna do 3. All right, this is one layer. Gonna do a second one. Same process, carefully apply the gel base. And then dip. Once you've got all your layers on, go back in with your final coat of the step 2 as the top gel, not the nail base. I don't know how the science works, but it's both. Make sure you get it all nice and thoroughly covered, underside and everything. And then we activate. And this kit comes with a brush cleaner, so if your brush starts to get stiff, you just switch out the brushes. I like to put quite a bit of the activator just to make sure it really activates. And then I let it sit for about 5 minutes before I do any filing or anything. If you end up with a gooey bit that doesn't seem like it wants to activate, file it off as much as you can and then reapply the gel top coat and then activate again. Let it sit for longer and it should be fine. Okay, so now that the activator has been sitting, I actually let it sit while I was doing this hand. Now you can file, and if you have any bumps, you know, buff them out. The great thing about these being like nail polish is it usually does come out nice and smooth. So I just take my time and do a little bit of shaping. And also, I have one of these tiny nail drill files that I bought at Walmart, and I take one of the smaller bits. And if you've got any on the underneath side of the nails that is like sticking out too much, you just use one of these. Just smooth out underneath the nail. Ta-da! All done. Washed my hands, got rid of all the dust. They're nice and filed and buffed. You can add nail polish if you feel like it. If you plan on removing them, make sure you use a non-acetone nail polish remover. Otherwise it will remove the dip powder. But yeah, that's it. Now you've got nice, strong, natural nails that will not break. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And mommy, I hope you found it helpful. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!